Coming up this weekend, the Midcoast Symphony kicks off its 36th season. It is called Celebrating the Human Spirit.
Join us this morning to talk about the group this season and classical music is music director Rowan Smith and board president and slash principal trumpet player Tim Kinlan. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Glad to be here. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, first of all, let's talk about the season starting up and the 4 programs that are part of the celebration. It's celebrating the human spirit, including the first one titled Heroes in Common. How exciting is it to have four different concerts like this?
I think it's absolutely fantastic to be able to celebrate that spirit, and throughout the whole course of the program, starting with the individual human with the fanfare for the common man, which is a Copeland piece written in 1942 as the United States entered World War II, inspired by a speech given by Henry Wallace, and just one of the most recognizable, majestic fanfares you can ever hear. It's written for trumpet, French horn, trombone, and percussion. And it's really just invigorating and inspiring, and has all sorts of patriotic themes, and then segues us into the rest of the program, dealing with
Yes.
heroes common and uncommon.
Well, our first program is built on the theme of heroism, and of course our main work on that program is Beethoven's Eroica Symphony, which is a work that changed the course of musical history. It kind of shattered the image of classical music as a genteel art, and it celebrated heroism, initially written and dedicated to Napoleon. But then when Beethoven decided Napoleon was a tyrant, he ripped up that dedication, and it became about heroism in terms of the human spirit, overcoming adversity, and the dignity of basically the common man.
Wow. Can we talk about the musicians and the talent they have and the variety of experience they have?
Yeah. Well, our orchestra is a testament to the fact that there is such a deep pool of very well-trained musicians in our area of Midcoast, Maine. And we work in Topsom and in Lewiston, and we draw musicians all from, I'd say, from as far south as Portland, as far north as Augusta. And we're a volunteer orchestra. We're not, in some ways, an amateur orchestra, because our orchestra has both professional musicians and amateur orchestras, but they're all incredibly dedicated, and this is something they need to have in their lives. And they keep on coming, and the orchestra keeps on refreshing itself, and it's just grown from strength to strength.
Let's talk about playing in Lewiston and Topsom, how important it is to first of all, where the venues are, and also how important it is to have 2 different homes for you guys to maybe draw more people to come in and watch.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and I'm from Lewiston, and so playing in my hometown is great. Hometown. But we play at the Franco Center, and actually today we're having a flash sale on tickets to the Franco. If you use the code FRANCO15, you can get $15 single tickets to any of our concerts this series this year. But having these 2 places to draw very different types of audiences who appreciate different things about classical music, and what we're trying to do is bring more people in and expand our offerings with programs geared towards children and programs geared towards dance music, or all these different aspects, allow people to learn and grow with classical music. I just think that the music is so important, especially in that area. We're coming up on the 2nd anniversary of the shootings in Lewiston, and for me personally, music was a really powerful way to help me overcome those the feelings that came along with that. And it's a time for community to come together, and we invite everyone to come and join us, whether you've listened to a Beethoven before or never heard of him. Please come and join us and celebrate music.
Yeah, what do you find so special about this type of music?
Well, I find that each of our programs resonates with our audiences, because I think they all find something in it that relates to their own lives. So in our very first program, the other major work on it is going to be a setting of Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech by the American composer Lee Hoyvie. He was an American lyricist. He wrote a lot of songs, and I can't imagine another work that would connect more with Beethoven himself than all the words in MLK's speech. It's just so inspiring. So I think each of our concerts is tailored to connect to some kind of variety of tastes and to have a big arc. And our final concert is going to be the Mahler Resurrection Symphony, one of the greatest. I mean, Tim and I are crazy about this piece. We've been dreaming about doing it for many years. We're going to have a choir recruited from the area, and it really is, again, about life, about overcoming challenges, adversity, and sort of all that life that goes along the way.
Everyday
Yeah.
heroism that everybody exhibits on day-to-day living.
Yeah, Rowan, you've been a music director for like 22 years.
Yeah.
You've played with them for a while too. Talk about what makes this group so special to you and maybe unique.
I think it's phenomenal. I went to music school. I went to a very good music school, and then I didn't play for 10 years. And then I finally came back into it when my day job got to be the point where I need a break. And I found this group, and it has been absolutely transformational, just in terms of the music we've been able to perform, and being surrounded by people who share that vision and share that goal of we're about the music first. And you will hear that passion come through, and just when you're surrounded with that type of group of people, it makes everything easy. You do the hard work of coming to rehearsals, you put in the hard work of practicing, but when you know that you've got this group of people, a big group of people that share that goal and share that vision, it makes it so much easier to do the heavy lifting. And I think that's a lesson that we can use for life in general.
Conductors usually have a half-life of about 10 years, I think. At some point, orchestras usually get tired of conductors telling them what to do. But with this wonderful orchestra, what it has been for me has been, I have learnt from these fantastic musicians, and we have all grown together. They have grown in the art of technique and musicianship, and I have grown as a conductor and a leader. So it's just this wonderful, constant dialogue between me and the musicians. I'm just amazed. I'm so grateful to these musicians that they've let me work with them.
So they
for
haven't
this
got
long
sick.
period.
Haven't got sick of it yet, huh?
I don't.
Not yet.
They will tell me.
And what is the best way for people to find the schedule and where you're located and all of those
Go
things?
to midcoastsymphony.org. You can find all of our programs there. You've got everything from this season. You can buy tickets there. Check out our Facebook page. You can follow us on Facebook. Again, you can find us at the Franco Center in Lewiston. Can't remember the address, Oxford Street, Canal Street. You can't miss the Franco Center. And then you can also find us at the Orion Center at Mount Ararat Middle School in Topsom.
Yeah,
So please come join us.
Opening weekend coming up this weekend.
Opening weekend.
Amazing. Thank you both so much for your time this morning.
Thank you for
so
having
much.
us. We're thrilled.
After